All right, so this is an impromptu sort of message. This is a thank you to Olivia Newton-John for writing Grace and Gratitude, the CD that came out, I think, in 2006, something like that. And so I just learned some hours ago that Olivia Newton-John had passed away, and so that's sad news. And I remembered I started listening to Grace and Gratitude, the album that she did. It's a very deep spiritual album, and hopefully some of you have heard it before, and if you haven't heard it, I really recommend listening to it. It's very powerful. And so it came into my life about that album. So this is why I'm doing this little impromptu thank you to Olivia Newton-John, because on my spiritual path about, I don't know, 15, 17 years ago, something like that, after my awakening, about a year or two after my awakening, that CD came into my life, and I was still going through a lot of pain bodies, and sitting with pain bodies for days, and just being just going on the path, just doing a lot of things. And I wrote some of the lyrics down because it was very, her album was a very important reminder, let's say. And I admit it, I listened to it to death for about a month or so. Listened to it every day, sometimes 3 times, certain songs, 3 times in a row, and stuff like that. And, tears would come to my eyes with certain songs. And I just found it to be a very potent and beautiful and inspiring album. So I just want to say thank you, Olivia Newton-John, for writing it. And I think it just shows you the power of how one person's gifts, how they can be very helpful to others, because that album was very helpful to me in a lot of ways, because it reignited sort of a devotional aspect to this spirituality, to non-duality, which can be very dry sometimes, and you're just sitting and meditating. But sometimes you need to lift up your heart and express gratitude and joy and love and everything. And that album really helped me to find that. After I was reading Eckhart Tolle and meditating, and it's beautiful and it's wonderful, and it's just everything is part of the perfection of the universe. And then that album came. So that's why I'm out here doing this, and I just wanted to share that with you. And I'm going to share some of the lyrics, some songs that I find very powerful. And one of the things that I think is interesting is that also just about her life was that she was a country singer, and then she became a pop singer, and then she became famous for movies, for Grease and everything. And I just who would have known that she would write a I think, a very powerful spiritual album called Grace and Gratitude. And and then she in the I don't know, mid 90s, she got diagnosed with breast cancer, and I think I just read that that's, it just came back again, and that's what she passed away today or yesterday from. But in when she was diagnosed in the 1995 or 6 or something like that, I remember reading a story where we got a train going by. Reading a story where she was talking to a friend on the phone, telling the friend that of her diagnosis, and I think she got a response that I think she wasn't expecting, and basically the friend said, "Oh, well, good. Now you have the time to focus on what's really important," right? Something to that effect. And I just, for a lot of people that, you don't want to have somebody, telling you, well, now you got to focus on something that's very important. And I think, the friend was basically letting her know that it's time to go deeper into your truth, into your divine essence, right? So on this spiritual path of this non-dual spiritual path of oneness, of unity consciousness, suffering plays a role. Okay, suffering plays a role, and she basically, what I'm trying to say is that if she didn't have the cancer and if she wasn't suffering, then she might not have written Grace and Gratitude. Okay, so she had a profound shift because of the suffering, because of the cancer. So on this spirituality, we don't know, something quote unquote bad might happen to somebody, and yet that's the very thing that they need to surrender and have a shift in consciousness to where they have an awakening or whatnot. So I just wanted to mention that too. And I, in my life, and I'm sure in your life too, a lot of profound suffering happened to me, and it led me to where I am right now. Okay, so I wrote some notes. Just wanted to say that, she is a, I just Googled her religious thing, beliefs or whatever. She's not quote unquote religious as I understand it, but she follows a lot of different religions, and takes aspects from all the different religions. Okay, because there's a truth, the deep underlying truth in all religions is this, is the eternal now moment. Okay, the oneness. Okay, and so she she said that she made the album Grace and Gratitude I made the album for myself as a healing. So she made it as a healing, and which is very powerful and beautiful. And I would just add that it has helped heal. I mean, it helped heal me. It helped me in a lot of ways, and I'm sure to others out there who have listened to the album before, it has helped them. It has helped you. And one of the reasons I'm making this post is that for people who see this, who've never heard of Olivia Newton-John singing Grace and Gratitude, it's, maybe it'll help you on your spiritual path. Okay. I mean, actually, what's really nice about that album too is that there's these introduction intros, meditations before each song, which I think are beautiful. In fact, I would like to hear long versions of each of those short interludes. So, to show the diversity of the album, I guess it's influenced by Buddhism, Islam, Sufism, Hebrew, Hinduism, and Christianity. I mean, the last song is a very powerful song. It's the Prayer of Saint Francis. So I would just like to share with you a few of the songs and just their lyrics, some of the lyrics, just to show how powerful this. Because there's what I found, what I loved about this album was that it's very there's a lot of great spiritual lessons in each song, right? So that's one of the reasons you could listen to it over and over again, and there's beautiful spiritual lessons in it. So from the song Grace and Gratitude, these lyrics are: thank you for life. Thank you for everything. I stand here in grace and gratitude, and I thank you. And so thank you for life. And it's just being grateful, gratitude for this beautiful existence. It's like when you have an awakening, that you could feel that naturalness of being grateful for this existence, right? But especially in the beginning, the pain bodies can come back, and the gloominess of the ego can come back, and trust me, especially before I had my awakening, but even after my awakening, especially in the early years, I wasn't very grateful for this existence. I hated this existence, especially before my awakening. I mean, this existence sucked. I mean, I could never, when I was in pain body mode and just hating this existence in my life and everything, I could never think of myself saying, you're not, I can't. You're not supposed to fight it, or you'll cry more, right? That's what they say, right? Yeah, I hated life. And I could, yeah, I hated life, and I just was like, this, this life sucks. And I was suicidal. I just wanted it out. So there was no way that I would sing "Thank You for Life." Okay, all right. Yeah, so I could not be like thankful for life, man. I could not sing this "Thank You for Life." And I remember hearing this song for the first time and just like getting on my knees and raising, just like thank you in tears. It's like, and because when you're when you're just, when all the egoic garbage and junk and shit gets cleared, you're just like, this is a beautiful freaking place. So and I know that when your pain body mode and shit is going down, it sucks. And just know that the suffering can end, and that by just surrendering and letting go, let God. That's another song. I'll get to it. It's like this. And then as you awaken to the truth that this is a wonderful existence, then there's this gratitude, wells up, right? And but the devotional path, I really think that these songs are part of like the devotional path of just being expressive, right? Rather than just, because sitting and meditating is great, and it was very helpful for me, and it has its place. But just sitting and meditating, there's no like juice to it. There's no like open-heartedness. There's no like like being sort of actively loving this existence. And I think that song or this album really helps to cultivate that, because some of us on the spiritual path, we could get very dry, I guess is what I'm saying. So part of the lyrics of this song again says, seasons come, seasons go, no matter what we choose, 1,000 names, 1,000 roads, all lead to one simple truth. Okay, so seasons come, seasons go. We're in summer right now. Still, it's August, and things. It's there's a train going by, so this is things come and go. People are doing their thing, commuting to work or from work. So the world of form, comes and goes. The seasons come and go. It's going to be fall soon. These trees around me are going to be changing their colors, and then winter will come and there won't be any leaves on the trees. So the world of form changes, right? Um, but so the world of form changes, and then 1,000 names, 1,000 roads. So I interpret this as, we have many names for Source, many names for God, and there are different roads to awakening. Everybody has their different road. That's one thing that I definitely have gained wisdom and grown, because I was thinking, well, people have to do it this way or that way. But no, everybody has their own unique path, right? And we should honor everyone's path, right? 1,000 names, 1,000 roads, all lead to the one simple truth. So the one simple truth is your eternal truth, your eternal self. This is changing, right? This is going to change. It's getting darker out. It'll be nighttime soon. Change is happening, but the simple truth is the changeless, right? Is the thing that doesn't change, which is real, the thing that doesn't change, the eternal now, for the stillness, the silence behind all this. Okay, that's the simple truth. And that we are all it too, by the way. We are all one. All right, we are all one. Everyone listening to this, we're all one. We're all part of the oneness. So that's from the song Grace and Gratitude. And then I Believe in the Power of Now is another one of her songs. So, and I just about, 17 years ago or whatever, 15, 17, I had a spiritual awakening, and didn't know what kind of was happening. And then I got the book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. And I found that book, and then boom, I was like, okay, now I know what's going on. And so for her to have this a song titled I Believe in the Power of Now was very powerful, because this was like a year or two after I started reading The Power of Now. So here are the lyrics. I believe in the power of now. I believe I will see if I let go somehow. To be here in this moment is all that I ask. In the heart of forever, no future, no past. So yeah, that's it. That's it. The power of now, the now moment exists. This is all that really exists. Okay. No future, no past. You will see it when you let go, right? So there's like spiritual nuggets here. If you let go somehow, just let go. Just let go. Let go, and your eternal truth will reveal itself. So to be here in this moment is all that I ask. In the heart of forever, so in the heart of eternity, right? That's your home. That's your home. We are all stuck in eternity. I did a video a couple of months ago saying that spoiler alert, we are all stuck in eternity. We are all stuck in eternity. I mean, it's beautiful to be here, but it's just, we are eternal beings. So I just love that. I believe in the power of now, so that's a song. I Will Lift Up My Eyes is another song. So these lyrics from that song: you are knowing, you are everywhere, in the shadows and in the light, from the valleys to the mountains, I will lift up my eyes. See, it almost sounds like a Sufi kind of Rumi, type of poem. You are you are everywhere. In the shadows and in the light. Everything, the whole yin and yang, the mountains and the valley. Everything. This is God, source, whatever you want to call it. So I just thought that was beautiful. And then on a more personal, learn to love yourself, which I think is very healthy on the spiritual path. You have to, as you clean out the gunk, the pain bodies and everything, and having a healthy, just learning to love, have unconditional love towards yourself, because you are God, you are worthy, you are a beautiful manifestation of Source, right? But we've been conditioned in childhood and society, blah blah blah, our parents or whatnot, not to love ourselves, right? So this is a very healthy step on the spiritual path, is learning to love yourself. Breathe it out and breathe it in. Trust the light that shines within. Let it burn till you learn to love yourself. Right? I love, breathe it out, breathe it in. So it's sort of like a meditation. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Trust. I just love that. Trust the light. So trust is a big thing. Trust on the spiritual path. Trust. It's so hard to trust, and so many times that I myself, I'm not trusting. Fuck this shit. As I got frustrated, or with my spiritual growth or lack of spiritual growth, or my ego, I know better than what Source, what I know better than this, the creation, the creator, who created me. I know better, right? That's the ego. But we all need to go through stuff like that. So I just love it. Trust the light that shines in you. Trust it. Trust it. Trust it. So again, this is all from Olivia Newton-John, right? I think she wrote most of this. I think maybe she had a friend help her. So this is, somebody who wrote physical, and other songs, Xanadu, or so you don't know. That's and it's almost the beauty of this, is that we don't know who's going to be on the spiritual path. We don't know who's going to change. We don't know who's going to be guides, helpers, right? You don't know. And that's the beauty of this. I mean, Olivia Newton-John, who would have known, back in the 80s, whatever, not, who, if I was seeing her, I wouldn't know. I mean, I didn't know that I was going to have an awakening, but nonetheless, who would have guessed that she would have wrote this beautiful and powerful album. So another song is called Let Go, Let God. These are the lyrics. Let the signs remind you we are all passengers. Let the signs remind you to surrender. To surrender. Let go, let God. So, I mean, this, again, great nuggets. Surrender. I mean, that's that in and of itself is just what it's all about. Surrender and trust. Right? Let go, let God. Not my will, but thy will be done. Right? Thy will be done. Let thy will be done. Right? Let go, let God. So, you could just listen to one of these songs and just use it as a meditation. So it's beautiful. So I got those songs, and then the last song is Prayer of St. Francis, which is a beautiful song. And again, the first time I heard it, I had tears going down my eye. I was just, it's just very beautiful. I think she sings it with some male singer. I forgot his name. It's John Cena or something. I don't know. But here's some lyrics to that song. Where there is hatred, let me bring you love. Where there is doubt, let me bring faith. Where there is falsehood, let me bring truth. Where there is pain, I'll comfort you. Where there is silence, let me sing praise. Where there is despair, let me bring hope. Where there is blindness, let me bring sight. Where there is darkness, let me bring light. So, again, Instrument of Peace. This is based off the prayer of St. Francis. It's the last song on the album, and it's a beautiful song, and this is a beautiful prayer. And let me bring light. And I just want to say thank you, Olivia Newton-John, for bringing light into my life, and for doing this, writing this album and singing this album. It had a profound effect on me during my spiritual path, and I hope that others out there who may not have heard of it before find it, and I hope that it helps you on your journey too. So again, big shout out to Olivia Newton-John and for doing this, and much love and prayers to her family. And I know she's in the light, and just want to say that thank you. Grace and gratitude. Just being grateful for everything. All right, I'm grateful for you and love you, and until we meet again next time in this grace and gratitude now moment that is beautiful. And quoting the lyrics, thank you for life. Thank you for everything.